while we were on pause, and it was, where can we find all this information? So, if you go to caseyscircle.org, under the tools menu is something called activity guide. And so if you search under the activity guide, if you leave, so there's a location that you can select as well as a type of activity. So if you leave them both with all, they will bring back everything. Or you can say, show me everything in Austin. Or you can say, show me everything, everywhere special needs specific. And so you can kind of customize your search.
Mm-hmm.
What's cool about that is not only will it bring back all of the stuff that we're talking about, but it'll also have, some of them will have comments where families have gone in and said, oh, we went to this place, like let's say we're talking about Kaleidoscope Toys. They may say, like I did earlier, oh, they're so fantastic, it's not a special needs program, but they were so accommodating, they were great with my special needs child. You know, we strongly suggest them for whatever reason. And so other families will actually go in and share their information as well. And so there'll be comments on all the different entries, which is really cool. And then some of the printouts that I'm actually going to hand you here in a few minutes are also available through that tool. And so there'll be a little arrow on the bottom of some of them that actually have downloads that are lots of extra information. So while we're on that note, I will give you lots of information.
Wow, you have a lot of...
I do. So one of the things, so in the Austin area, I think this is under places, so it's Austin and then places. We have the Austin Hike and Bike Trails, and so this actually goes through, talks about a bunch of the different hike and bike trails. Other than the Play for All part, which is obviously accessible, none of them are specifically special needs parks. However, Bellaway is 100% paved, and so if anybody's wanting to go where it's going to be wheelchair accessible or walker accessible, Bellaway down in South Austin close to Zilker is very accessible. Brushy Creek is on here.
Okay.
It has sections that are accessible, but it also has sections that are very rough gravel. So Brushy Creek is one that we would say, go ahead of time, walk it without your kid, learn where all the different things are, and then go back and park really close to the park.
That's right next to my house, and Forest Ridge Boulevard.
Okay, so you're on the other one.
Yeah.
Because there's two. There's one
Right.
west and one east. Yeah.
And that one is paved.
The one east.
And that's
okay.
wheelchair accessible.
Fantastic. Yeah, and there's the middle section of the west one is mostly paved where it kind of goes around the lake. Is it called Palmer Lake? Or Brushy Creek Lake? What's the name of the lake?
I think it's Brushy Creek.
Is it Brushy Creek Lake? But yeah, where it goes around that is paved, and they also have a splash pad at the end, which is really fun for kids too. So that is one of the handouts that is available online. Another one of the handouts that is available online, also under Austin and places, is swimming holes. So we have another one that's swimming pools, and then this is swimming holes. So this is like Deep Eddy, this is Pedernales Falls, this is all the outdoor natural swimming holes. As much fun as these are not typically accessible because they are out in the wild, and so they're fun, but yeah, they're not necessarily accessible. But then we also have, let's see, there's a pool. I guess I didn't print out the pool. Online there is one that actually is pools as well, so that's the swimming holes, and then there is a pools, and there's one pool specifically where we are right now is super close to it. If you go into the neighborhood, it's called Highland Horizon, and it's part of the Brushy Creek pool system, and so you can pay at the gate there, or if you're a member of Brushy Creek and have the pool pass, you can go to this one. It actually has a wheelchair ramp into the pool. It's a heated pool, it's open all year, and the wheelchair ramp is pretty cool. It's the only public pool I know of that's open all year that has that, so it's kind of a cool thing to know.
So it's a covered pool.
I'm sorry?
It's a covered pool?
There's some parts that are shaded, but no, it's heated and it's out in the open. But yeah, it's a cool thing. But yeah, it's not far from here at all, and it's the only one I know of that's open all year, heated with a wheelchair ramp. Another cool thing for Austin is splash pads. You know, a lot of the kids, we don't necessarily, we aren't able to take everybody into the pool if they aren't able to swim, or if they're in wheelchairs, or if they have limited mobility, but splash pads are usually something that we can kind of modify for anybody. So there are splash pads all over Austin. This list is also available on the website. You can download. there is a fun little thing that we added. So some of the lists we've made ourselves, some of the lists other people have published, and we thought they were so great that we downloaded them and added them for other people. One that was actually in, let's see, it was in Austin 360 just a few days ago, is actually a list of all of the cool snow cone places to go to.
Oh.
And one of the cool things that they did was, in addition to talking a little bit about the snow cone place itself, it talks about the nearby splash pads or parks and swimming pools. And so you can kind of make a whole thing of it with this. And the very first one on the list is called Snow Beach. I was not aware of this until I saw this list. But Snow Beach, if you pay with change, they do their coolest thing. Every month, anybody that pays with change at either of their two locations, they put the change in a jar, and at the end of the month, they give all of the change to a different nonprofit. So yeah, very cool. They are actually giving all their change to Casey's Circle in August. So so go and get a snow cone and pay with change in August, which is just pretty cool.
You want another one?
Another cool list that we did not create, but that we really love. This was actually done maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It is not a new list. But Free Fun in Austin did the top 50 places to take your kids to eat. And so these are restaurants that have, patient waiters, they have playgrounds, they have all kinds of stuff to keep your kids happy while you eat. So that's a fun one to have. Another one that I believe the Statesman put together, Austin Chronicle. This was an Austin Chronicle. Yes, this was from the Chronicle.
Oh.
They actually put together a list of all of the camps in and around Austin, and there is different sections. So they have sports camps, general camps, art camps, but there is a special needs camp section on here as well. So another great resource. All of these, again, are available to download. And then one of the things that we like to point out too is, so there's lots of places to go, lots of fun stuff to do in and around Austin, but some days it's just too hot. Some days you are too tired, you are too busy, whatever, you're not going to leave your house. We actually have a whole section on stay-at-home ideas. And so this huge printout, how many pages is this? This is 50 pages, and this is all kinds of crafts. So this was actually given to me by one of our vision teachers years and years ago. And it was created for, Texas School for the Blind put this together. All of these crafts are things that you can do with your kid, but then they're sensory toys. So you're building your own sensory toys, which is so cool. And so
amazing.
You could do, one of these and, probably after multiple years still have some left because there's 50 pages worth of crafts. But yeah, this is online. I won't make you take this one because this one's huge. But yeah, you can download it, you can have the digital copy, you can print it out, but yeah, lots of cool stuff to do at home. Some of the other home ideas, we talk about going for a walk around the neighborhood. You just want to get out of your house, go for a walk, but you can print out, we have scavenger hunt ideas. So it's like you print out a list, it's like, okay, I'm going to go for a walk, but while we're walking, let's see if we can find a red truck, let's see if we can find a ball in a yard, and kind of have little things just to keep the kids a little more interested.
Cool.
So lots of fun stuff. That is all online. We also have, it's under Anywhere, so it's not location specific, but it is special needs specific. That's called Vacation Ideas. That was a list that, was it Special Needs Parent Magazine? One of the online parent magazines actually published all of the most accessible vacation spots. And it's like the top 10 vacation spots.
Get some more, please.
And then we also have things for, winter, so we have some of the different sensitive Santas and some of the stuff that Casey's Circle does, like our holiday party, the trunk or treat, all that fun stuff. But yeah, all of this is online in the activities guide under our tools section, and we're constantly adding to it, and I'm going to go look into all those that you told me about, add to my list as well. But yeah, all this is out there, and there's lots of fun stuff to do. Cool. And if you have other ideas, let me know and we'll add them. And you can also add them yourself on these lists. Our tool is very easy to do. So you can just click add a new entry and you can add your own entry if it's not already there.
I know about Bella and Easter Seals, they have support groups for Spanish
Yes.
speaking.
Yes. And we actually, one of the moms that comes to a lot of these suggested that we find a way for an interpreter to come to these meetings as well. We are working on it. We have not found a way to set that up yet, but we are working on it because there's a lot of Spanish-speaking families in Austin, and they need this information too. So we're working on it. Hopefully, we'll have that soon. Howdy. You like my elephant? All right. Anything else you guys want to add? No? All right.
I can think of.
Well, thank you, and we will
Thank you.
we'll add more if we come up with more.